Hello again and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be cleaning day. Today I want to clean this barbecue. It's a mess. I've had it for I think almost 10 years now, and I think it's worth cleaning. I'm going to clean the grates, but I also purchased a few things that I will completely replace. It is a Weber barbecue, and it is pretty dirty. Although I've been cleaning it every year to the best of my abilities, but this time I'm going to give it a much stronger clean with products. I also broke the ignition. It wasn't working, and it keeps falling off now, and the battery in it was fine. It's not the battery, it was just not working, so I ordered one. And the inside, I mean, it looks like a typical barbecue, I guess, but as you can see, it needs a good clean. And so I did purchase the bars, not the bars, but the food, the flavoring things there at the bottom. And so I'll give that a good clean. The inside here is also a little bit messy. So I look forward to doing this. I guess the first thing I should do would be to start it up and let it loosen some of the stuff in there. So let's do this for now. So of course, because I don't have an igniter, I have to use a spark of some kind to do this. I use my barbecue maybe 3 to 4 times a week, and winter and summer I just use it all the time. I've had it for almost 10 years. It's an amazing barbecue, there's no doubt about that. This doesn't work anymore, but just the spark is enough to make it start. Nice cool day today, so it's perfect to do this kind of work. As you can see, the smoke coming out of the barbecue, there's really nothing cooking in there. So it goes to show how much stuff is in there. And what happens is that if you cook a steak, or even if it's like sausages or whatever, well, the grease falls down on the stuff and starts flaring, I should say. And as a result, your meat is all burnt, not cooked evenly, even though it's a nice Weber barbecue, you know. So within about 10 minutes, or maybe a bit less, 8 minutes, I'm now almost 700 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is hot. You can see the stuff burning onto the grates. So it's time to turn it off. Just let it finish off for a few more minutes, and then we'll turn it off and let it cool down. Okay, so it's cooled off quite a bit, probably now 15-20 minutes. Touch it, and the grates are cold enough. So I'm going to go ahead and take it apart. I'm going to try to remove as many pieces as I possibly can, and then hopefully be able to bring it a little bit lower on the deck so I don't spray all over the house here. I'm going to start with these grates. These are quite dirty, but they're expensive. And so I figured I'll just give them a wash, a good thorough clean. Uh, you see, this is dirty. I'll remove these as well. These are really bad even inside. So I decided to bite the bullet and buy them on Amazon. They're not very expensive, and they come with the bottom parts here, which are also a big mess, as you can see. Yes, I could remove that easily, but they are starting to be rotten a little bit, rusted and rotten. So that's why I decided not to keep them. So there's two of those. Put on the floor. And now that that's gone, it looks like the burners are being held by screws here, and I'd like to take them out, making the cleaning that much easier. Okay, so I've removed one just to figure out how to do it. And let me do one more here. So this is a 8mm ratchet. Those screws, they're almost like burnt, but they still work. So now the burner is going to come out. Okay. It's all held with wires, of course, and I'll have to deal with the wires later. But for now, I just want to remove this whole igniter, and so you got to push it back. It's tough at first, of course, because it's been there for 10 years or so. So you can see this burner is still very good because the holes are not blocked at all. You can see that. That's why I want to keep them. They're in perfect shape. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Now that this is done, I'm going to remove all that stuff that's there. So now that the barbecue is much lighter, I'll be able to take it myself to the, made myself a little place there so that all the crumbs and stuff is easier to remove after. So let's give that a try. nasty stuff. Not much of it falls in here. Most of it falls in the bottom tray there. So the other big one is this tray here. This is full, and this is what really burns your meat. It's not even falling off. Amazing. I'll need a scraper. As much as possible anyway. This is already much better. Now what I will do is that I'll put it back. And I'll just scrape these in here. Every little corner. It's about as much as I can do with plastic. Okay, now we empty this again. Okay, so after my first pass with the pressure washer, I noticed that I was able to remove all the black that was on here, but this doesn't come off with the pressure washer, and so I'll need the anti-degreaser, or degreaser I should say. But I was able to remove quite a bit of the gunk inside there, as you can see. All that stuff that was stuck there. And even in here, this was like completely filled with gunk. You know, I'm not sure how to call that stuff. And, you know, we cook in there. It's actually, that's what adds to the flavor, people say. But nice to have it clean once in a while. In this down here, I was able to clean this up quite a bit. These are just loose crumbs here I could get rid of. I didn't film the whole thing because it just splashes everywhere, as you may expect. The yellow one is medium power and the red one is full power. So I had to use the red one inside those areas there. I hope that the degreaser will make this a perfect job. Let's give it a try. So you could probably see why I didn't leave the camera on when I was blasting with the pressure washer, but uh, now I just added all this. I almost used the whole bottle just to spray. And they say to leave it for about a minute and then scrub with a brush. So I'm about to do this. I don't know if this will work well. It's supposed to be for this purpose, so let's see. Been there now for a couple minutes. I'm just gonna use the brush to go after the really dirty stuff. Hope that works. As good as the Weber barbecues are, the cleaner definitely doesn't do much. Uh, if I hadn't used this pressure washer, nothing would have been removed, I believe. So it works a little bit. You can see here the inside, but in the tough areas, like this, it really didn't do anything. Maybe one of these scraper. Okay, that's about as good as I can get it. I certainly removed a lot of gunk. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm gonna rinse it nicely with the pressure washer, wipe it, and then I'm gonna clean the outside. And of course, I still have the grits to do. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. No more flaring for sure. Make a big mess otherwise. It seems to be doing a decent job. I'll see more when I rinse it. Certainly better than it was. Too late. They notice that. They notice your garbage. Okay, so my next step was just to clean up the draining pan there and also the grates. So I decided to do it here as opposed to upstairs. I could probably use this for 15-20 minutes and they would be perfect, but you don't necessarily need perfect. I just want it much cleaner than it was. The other side is what gets full of gunk and burns when you cook. You gotta clean that up. of it in here. Start with this metal brush. So now we'll do the cooking side. This is also one of the main culprits for flare-ups, but it's almost brand new now. Great stuff. Okay, so because I was going to change the igniter because mine hasn't worked in years, and I ordered it from Amazon, I'm gonna do this now. You could tell that the barbecue now is, compared to the beginning, my goodness, it's so much cleaner, so much nicer. So I'm going ahead to do this now. I think I have to remove some screws at the bottom to remove this thing in the bottom. Let's figure this out. Now, if you ever wondered what's in here, I just figured it out. Trying to remove the doors, and it looked pretty confusing until I noticed this little thing here. That's how easy it is to remove the doors. My goodness. Wish I'd have known that before. Makes it easier to clean for sure. Now the screws in there, they're Phillips screwdriver. But this one doesn't want to come out. All right, I just got it. There's the igniter gimmick that I will replace. Looks like this is holding with same type of screws. Here we go. You have to figure out which wire goes where. And all the burners. This goes to the stove, which I never use. The kit comes with 4 cables, and they are different lengths, obviously, because it starts from here and goes all the way there. And the little box has numbers on it. 3, 4, so green, and the tip of all of these is also colored green, blue, and like I said, here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I checked on here, the old one, and it's the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I feel confident of just removing everything and just putting the new ones in. Okay, so I could just remove this. It's got these little pins also, but these also came with the kit. I could just remove all the old stuff.
that. That's the old kit. Hasn't been working for a couple of years. Okay, so the shortest one is this one, and it's black. The green. The blue. I'm going to push these in real strongly. Finally a yellow or brown. Now what I'm finding odd is that the long one is on number 2. Let me just double check the old one. Yep, the long one is on number 2. Okay. Strange. Thought they'd be in order, but and all the wires go back in. No, so I didn't know why things didn't work anymore. Was it because of this? I don't know which was not working. So replacing all of them is probably the right thing to do. There we go. Put all the cables in there. That. There's another one. Another one up here. There you go. So now's the time to put in the old burners, see what happens. So obviously the flame goes on top. And these things, they just pushed in from like this, just like that. And this went in here. There we go with the screws. Should be it for this burner. Right, this goes in like that. And I'm just gonna have to screw and put this on all 4. Okay, so this is what it's looking like now. The screws are in. This one I had trouble with, if you remember at the beginning. So, I didn't put them so tight. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So I didn't tighten very much. This one I actually did by hand only. It's not going anywhere. This is all done. And this is my kit here for flavor bars and the heat distribution things at the bottom. So I'm going to install that now. That's going to be the easiest part, I bet. I ordered it on Amazon. A decent price. You go at the bottom. Oh, perfect fit. Perfect. Very nice. It's great. I'm holding it. My hands don't get dirty. That's different. That. Second one. Wow. Starting to look good. This is the moment of truth. Turn on the gas. I don't have much, but I got enough. Turn on the burners. And this. Whoa! Instantaneous flame. Wow. I haven't seen that in a while. That's awesome. Wow. This is cool. Really happy. Okay, now that this is done, my final step is going to be just to put a shiner and a protection on the aluminum, and I'll be done. Took me a while to do, an afternoon, I guess, but wow, I'm really happy. Great. So to do that, I'm going to use another Weber product, stainless steel. I call it aluminum. I guess I meant stainless steel all that time. I hope it's better than the degreaser. Should be. I have faith in this one. Instructions say to spray on a paper towel. It's very windy. So it leaves a bit of streaking, which is not surprising. So let me just try to clean that up, polish that up. There we go. Streaks are gone. What did I use to remove the streaks? Good old Windex. Pretty good. So compared to what it was when I first started, wow, amazing stuff.